Hi guys, I'm going to give it a couple minutes to get some people in here. Hi Mary, how are you today? I'm going to give it a couple minutes to try to get a couple people in here before I let you know what's going on. Hi Tammy, good to see ya. Kim, hello. We are good. We are actually excellent today. We are excellent today. Today is a very good day. Yep, the fish are still all alive and kicking. They're still doing good. I actually had to clean the tank last night. It was getting really cloudy. Um, Goldfish are a dirty fish. You gotta clean the tank regularly. There's a lot more of them in there than there probably should be, but until the weather warms up and they can go back outside in the pond, that's just what it is. Okay, we got 12 people. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a rundown. Yes, Ben, officer down. Officer down. Um, I think most of you guys know that our chief of police, Ed Winbigler, is currently on a 30-day unpaid suspension. I believe I've brought that up in some of my videos. He was involved in a cover-up of a number of officers beating a handcuffed man and putting him in the hospital. Oh no, no, I had my hand in it, Jay. I didn't do it, but I had my hand in it. But just a little jaded. I do like that, Tammy. I don't know if you got my text this morning or not, but I like that title for a new channel. But anyway, Chief of Police Ed Winbigler has been on a suspension. He was involved in a cover-up back in January of some officers beating a handcuffed man and putting him in the hospital. If anybody hasn't seen the video of that, um, you can Google Elkhart, Indiana police beating, and you can see the video. There's four officers involved in the main part of the video. Um, Two of them literally knocked him out of the chair, handcuffed, grabbed him by the throat, repeatedly punched him in the face. Well, Edwin Bigler tried covering it up um, from January until Octoberish. Then the public started finding out, and the news got involved. A lot of different things went on. Um, well, one of my minor issues with that whole thing is if you watch that video, there's an officer. Uh, I believe he's the only officer in that video that is not wearing a hat. That officer is actually Mayor Tim Neese. That officer is his son, and he is apparently facing no consequences. The other officers involved are facing suspensions and charges, but that particular officer, from what I understand, is facing no consequences. Whether it has anything to do with him being the son of the mayor or not, I don't know. But just to get to my point, this morning it was a public news release that as of today, effective immediately, Ed Winbigler is no longer the chief of police in Elkhart County. He has been forced to resign his position as the chief of police. One of the problems with that is that and I don't remember the guy's name, but the assistant chief, he's about as corrupt as Wim Bigler, but we can only take him out one at a time, right? But due to due to public outcry, the whole city, the mayor, everybody tried to cover it all up, tried to sweep it under the rug. But when the public started finding out and complaining and asking questions, the mayor is now taking credit for it, even though at two different points he sent messages to the chief saying he was backing him up and he would defend him and such, according to the news agency that I'm referring to. And then on Sunday, um, apparently, Mayor Neese took enough abuse and harassment, maybe not the right words, maybe he just finally listened to the public, and he requested that Chief of Police Ed Wimbigeler resign his position. And apparently, Wimbigeler has accepted that, and as of today, or according to the media, effective immediately, his resignation is being granted and processed. So we still have a lot of problems here in Elkhart. If you Google it, if you look at some of the articles on the South Bend Tribune, there's a whole lot of bad that's still going on here. We actually had, just before sometime this summer, when some of this was coming up, we actually had a officer promoted to detective. I can't think of his name right at the moment. I'll have to check into that a little bit further and get more information on that. But again, this was on the news this morning and the last couple of days. But apparently, they promoted an officer to the rank of detective, and that officer this spring was arrested for DUI, driving under the influence. That officer was sentenced to 90. That officer was sentenced to 60 days in jail with 59 days suspended. So for drunk driving, that officer spent 1 day in jail, and now he's been promoted to detective, and he's wearing a gun out there supposedly protecting the public now. Interesting. But I just wanted to make a quick one and let you guys know I believe we are making a difference. I didn't see it for a long time. The people, I guess, when we yell and scream loud enough, we can make a difference. So keep it up, guys. Keep it up everywhere, all over the country. Maybe one of these days, things will be right again. It's going to take a long time and a lot of people, but we have no choice but to fight or give up. So I'm in for the fight. Absolutely, Jay. Keep exposing them. Oh, yeah, Tammy, we know. We know you like to yell and scream. That's the fun part about it. Let me rephrase that. It's not necessarily the fun part, but it's become the necessary part, because if we don't yell and scream, if we don't keep pressure on them, they just decide, well, okay, everything's quiet. I can get away with my whatever I'm doing again. So, yes, we have to keep the pressure on them. We have to make them notice us. We have to pay attention to them, or we have to make them pay attention to us. I think I've made them nervous enough around here. The other night, after my audit at the police department, we got home and we were sitting down and relaxing and watching some TV, and I had 3 patrol cars go by my house and blip their sirens and flash their lights just to let me know they knew where I lived, which is fine. I don't care. That's not a problem. But yes, it does get the job done, Tammy. It's a slow process because they have the badges, they have the judges, they have the lawyers, All we have is our willpower. And unfortunately, a lot of times it does seem easier just to say, oh, forget it. There's nothing I can do about it. But then when you look back and things actually do go right and somebody does pay attention and enough voices are heard, sometimes sometimes we can make our point and sometimes we can make a difference. One fight at a time, guys. Well, I know there's a lot of stuff going on today, a lot of people out there, so I just wanted to get on and give you guys a quick update and let you all know that we appreciate you very much. This this city we're in, Elkhart, Indiana, has one of the worst records for police officers in the state of Indiana. Um, and we need all the help we can get. We need people watching them. Um, and I appreciate all of you guys. Um, thank you guys and have a wonderful day. I appreciate everybody. I'll let you know if anything else comes up. Good afternoon.